Hello, everyone, and welcome to Progressive Learners. This is your one stop destination for all the educational videos. So, today we'll be starting with the English language itself. And in the English language, we have seen with the passage that is a prose passage that I'm talking about. Now, today we'll be starting with the poem. Okay, so we'll see how an unseen poem has to be solved. We'll take a simple poem for the first time and then we'll move on to the most complex ones. Okay, so I'll just read the poem for you first and then we'll go on to the details of the poem. When did my childhood go? Was it the day I ceased to be 11? Was it the time I realized that hell and heaven could not be found in geography and therefore could not be? Was that the day? When did my childhood go? Was it the time I realized that adults were not all they seemed to be? They talked of love and preached of love, but did not act so lovingly. Was that the day? When did my childhood go? Was it when I found my mind was really mine, to use whichever way I choose, producing thoughts that were not those of other people, but my own and mine alone? Was that the day? Where did my childhood go? It went to some forgotten place that's hidden in an infant's face. That's all I know. So, this is a poem by Marcus Nate, and this poem appears in the syllabus of Standard 11. If I have to give you a brief summary of this poem, in this poem, the poet is wondering where he has lost his childhood and the innocence that he earlier had. He became conscious that he no longer sees the world as he earlier did because, see, it is he realized, okay. He can sense the hypocrisy in people. Now, why he is saying that he can sense the hypocrisy in people is because they talked of love and preached of love, but did not act so lovingly. Okay, so he realized that people do not behave in the way they talk about. Okay, then he also talks about the possibility that uh, it when was the day that his mind was his own, okay, and he realized, okay, see, to use whichever way I choose, that I found that my mind was really mine, okay. So he could think actually. No one could own that he is an individual with his particular personality, okay, be my mind and mine alone. In the last stanza, he talks about the whereabouts of his childhood. He concludes that some had gone to a forgotten place and it can be found only in an infant's face. Okay, so this is a poem wherein the poet is actually stressing about the childhood which he has lost actually, and now he has to search it in an infant's face because it was after his education he realized that things are not really as they seem to be, and there are many things which are different. Okay, he also realized that people can be different. This we have encountered in our day-to-day life as well. So let's see what questions can be framed on this sort of a poem. If you have not seen my earlier video where I have explained how to go about in English passages, what are the certain steps that you should follow and what are the certain points that you should keep in mind, please visit my earlier video. I'll leave the link in the description box. We start with the questions. The first question is the central theme. Okay, now I had already mentioned in the previous video, whenever they are asking you the central theme, you should understand that they are actually talking about summary. Okay, so when the central theme is asked, you should be knowing the summary of the poem. So now, if you see at the summary of the poem, the summary is revolving about the childhood, then how he has realized after education, and how he is dissatisfied by the way people work, by the way people talk. He has also realized that the childhood has gone now and it will not never come back. Okay, so we'll talk about that in the central theme. So let's see that the first option. Let's look at the first option. The central theme of the poem is the childhood never comes back. Identifying the lost childhood. Childhood is a swift dream, the memory of a poet childhood. Now, if you look at these children, childhood never comes back. Yes, this is true. But he's also talking about the dreams that he had in his childhood. He's also trying to identify the lost childhood. So when you go to the central theme, children, all these points will be seem to be related to the poem. But you have to pick up one certain point which will give you the central idea of the poem, and that is done in the point number 3 over here. Childhood is a swift dream. Next question, find out the figure of speech. Now, this is a question for grammar. Was it the time I realized that hell and heaven? Okay, so we have two opposite words over here, hell and heaven. Now, let's look at the options personification, hyperbole, oxymoron, and antithesis. Okay, it's a very direct question over here. We have two opposite ideas, that is hell and heaven. Two opposite words, I may say. Oxymoron also is for the same thing. That is, here you are when two opposite ideas are to be expressed, like faith and unfaithful. That is, faithful and unfaithful. Okay, trustworthy, untrustworthy. Okay, those ideas when are expressed, it is an oxymoron. But when two words are given and individual words are given which are opposite in meaning, then it should be antithesis. Okay, it's not personification. No dead person is seen to be real over here. It's not hyperbole. It's not an overstatement here. So the only option that suits this statement is antithesis. I hope this is understood. Let's move on. The poet dash when he lost his childhood. Okay. The poet The poet dashed when he lost his childhood, dumbfolded, wonders, shocked, realized. Let's go to the passage to see what we can just understand from it. Was it the time I realized that adults were not all they seem to be? Was it the day I ceased to be 11? So actually, he is not understanding. He is not understanding how it has gone. So let's look at the options again and let's see what the options suggest. Dumbfolded, no, dumbfolded does not suit over here. Wonders can be. Shocked, no, the poet is not shocked. Realized, no, the poet has not realized because he's asking the question that when did my childhood go? So actually, he has not realized it over here. So looking at the options, the only option that can be found over here, which is worthwhile, is wonders. The poet wonders when he lost his childhood. He is just asking for that question. He has not realized it, neither is he shocked. Okay, so the poet wonders that when he has lost his childhood. Let's move on. Let's see the next questions. The poet realized that he could form his own dash as he grew up. Now, what could he form? Unique decision, prejudiced options, thoughts and experience, reality of some other infant. Let's look at the passage. When did my childhood go? Was it when I found my mind was really mine? To use whichever way I choose, producing thoughts that were not of those other people, but my own and mine alone. Okay, so we have the answer over here already. If you look at it, okay, the poet realized that he could form his own unique decisions. Okay, we are not talking about prejudiced options because opinions, because he's not talking about any differentiation. He's not talking about thoughts and experiences. He's not talking about the other infants. He's talking about himself, and that is why the poet realized that he could form his own unique decisions as he grew up. Okay, let's move on. The next question. What is the name of the poem? The Lost Childhood, Child a Dream, Childhood, and none of these. If you have not read about this poem earlier, you are sure to be confused in this because the Lost Childhood appears to be a similar name or a suitable name. The Child a Dream is a suitable name. But the name of this poem is Childhood. It appears in your 11th standard textbooks, and that's why I say that you should be a reader, you should know certain names, you should know certain well known poems, the poems which appear in your textbooks, so that it is easier for you to understand the questions when they appear in your exam. The name of the poem is Childhood. Okay, What made the poet question his faith more rationally? Now, when you talk about rationality, it is about knowing things without any prejudice and without any superstition. So, was it geography? Was it education? Was it childhood? Or was it the sense of realization? Now, when you talk about faith, the main question that comes over here is hell and heaven. Okay, that is your question about faith, and it could not be found in geography. Means when did he study this geography? Obviously, when he was getting education, okay, when he was going to school. So here our actual answers should be the education and not geography, because education is a wider perspective and geography belongs to education. Okay. So what made the question poet question his faith more rationally? It was the education. Okay. So I hope you all have understood the poem. You all have understood how to look at the different aspects of the question paper, how to understand the poem, how to understand where and which way the poet is talking, how to identify the central theme. Yes, it may be difficult at times to give one particular option as a central theme or one particular option as the name of the poem, but that's what it is, children. You should be quite familiar, and if there are any questions regarding the poem, if you have not understood anything, please leave it in the comment box. If you have liked the video, please share the video and hit the like and the subscribe button. Thank you, and stay tuned for more videos from the English language for your CTET exams and other exams as well. Thank you and have a nice day.